What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review. So, yeah, catching up, finishing what I bought, and I have the latest issue now of The Demon, Hell is Earth, number 3, 6 issue miniseries. You know the deal. What lurks within the burning dead. And as you can see, we know who this was in my last review. That Etrigan went to go crazy and he basically burned a living girl to hell. But before that, we do a nice callback to the military. We see, sorry, you sure this is best plan? It's like we have a black dome of unknown origin which it turns people into monsters growing around Death Valley. There's no best. So they decide to fire on the thing. And we can see that the thing expands and it just captures them. It's like, did it work? It's like, I don't think so. I think we just fed the beast, basically. So, meanwhile, we just see, oh, what a lovely surprise his face to smell. You were always off. It's like, you still should not be able to horrify me so much. You are a monster. It's like, sorry, but you are talking to me. Or are you talking about the horrid little wizard who bound us together long ago? And then we just see it's Merlin. And, they're all shocked. Merlin has been hiding in that girl, apparently, that Etrigan just killed. And so we see this, like, I become a living apparition. The world seemingly ends, and you are here, disguised as a child manipulating us, manipulating me again. The world hasn't ended yet, but but we must hurry before. Then we just see, of course, Etrigan attacks Merlin, and Jason is like, yeah, no, yeah, you do that, man. I beat his ass. I don't care. We just see, damn you, say, there's no time for this. Why is the great Merlin, glorious architect of wondrous Camelot, in most of my pain, in such a hurry? Because, my boy, my disguise is destroyed. Hell knows where I am. So, and hell will come for me. And we just see this dude come out of the whole, basically that whole ground in the sky. He's like saying, soldiers. It's like, soldiers. It's like, there are more guards for the terror are on their way. Your task has changed. The mage has revealed himself, and some very interesting companions. Our king wants him back. The mage may still prove useful to his plans, so we shall take him alive and harmed. Much with purpose, my scum. The pleasure pain awaits. So basically, he's like, the success of the bomb's explosion distracted my captors. We just say, I use this opportunity and all my remaining strength to propel myself free from the prison and through the tear. I landed near the corpse of a young girl, so the poor girl actually did die when the bomb exploded. Say, killed in the blast, she was not turned into a hybrid of man and demon by the forces released. Hell could find me. I knew hell could find me. They had done so before. My magics gave me a very unique scent, so I hid in a dead child. Her soul departed, but there was enough residual energy left that I could wear her identity and her personality, fully cloak myself from those who haunted me. I would be lost within Alicia. Just enough self-awareness to guide the vessel and reach out onto the world. And then we just see what happened in issue 1. This did, however, leave me quite vulnerable. So, basically, you have the most grating voice, and just see Merlin was like, I don't have time for you. Just blast him away. And Xanadu mocks him. It's like, that sounds like fun. Merlin is no fun. Hell below, I hate him. You just see, get in line. Tell me straight, Merlin. What is happening to Death Valley? And Merlin says, to Death Valley of the world, we are being invaded by Hell's new king. It's like, I was made to help in the construction of the most abhorrent of spells, one that required a supernaturally modified nuclear explosion to be its catalyst. You have seen the destruction this spell has wrought. The Hell Zone will slowly enlarge, feeding off of every speck of dirt it corrupts, feeding its designer, who has also included a piece of his own being in the spell. Just see, I will get out. Silence, Lucifer. You will get nothing. So Lucifer has been imprisoned in hell by anyone. It's like, the turned rule of the land can be him and can be the land, a hell in his own image. It's like his power horrifyingly masked by this dark symbiotic relationship. Jesse, I will get everything. Grow my blighted patch of soil, grow and feed me. After after innumerable attempts, he finally usurped Hell's throne, and he comes for what should be beyond his grasp. But Leo is on his way. Our father Etrigan, he will tread on this plane soon. So basically, he's like, blah blah blah. You really drone on. It's like your bond to Jason did require you to be in hell while he was on Earth, and vice versa. Surely you know about your father's rise and plans, Etrigan. Well, it's like how could he? Not where he's been. How could he? Not where he's been hiding. It's like not where he's been. How did you? Hell even talks to even interlopers, but it doesn't matter. I have so much more that I need to tell you, but it does not matter. Bilal soldiers will be here shortly. So we see that they're coming via the tear. Where the missile hit, yes, that's quite a distance. We should have some time. Ha, my boy, you are thinking the distances of Earth. In hell, distances like everything else, untrustworthy. And of course, they bust in, boom, and all these hellspawn comes like Merlin, Etrigan, my nephews. It's like, how I hate you both. I have goosebumps. Just the old goody by wretched Uncle Ruskoff. It looks like Father listed all the refuse our family tree could provide. We just see Jason's like, don't antagonize him. Don't tell me how to talk to my family blood. It's a guy, yes. Ghostling, you lack any weight, let alone enough to back up your words. And if your spell slingers weren't so drained by your recent struggles, our arrival wouldn't have been so clearly undetected. Little threat there. That leaves but one variable. My newly modified nephew with the rhyming impediment. What say you, Etrigan? Sake, excuse me. Give me space, or else I will punch you in your face. Okay. Let me just see. You're actually a pleasant sight, an end to my current plight. It's like, look, a demon has betrayed us. What a surprise. It's like betrayal suggests that he was once on our side, maybe long ago. Now he only has one care. Let's see how this unfolds. Hell's relationships are always problematic. So he's like, so much so that you're missing a thumb? The amputation looks French. That's not all I'm missing. Merlin, no. No more on this. I survived. Kept what matters. That is enough. It's like, I know my father and I aren't tight, but I am your ally in this fight. And can you see the rhyming always leaves me with scorching headaches. Just happy to see so many fellow Hellions again. Just see, not that being kind, your father hates you and you him. Our family has always squabbled. I'm surprised, though, you didn't claim me earlier, or even Blood when he arrived in Death Valley. It's like Merlin's infamous. It's like infamous binding spell makes Blood and yourself very hard to find, and Belial's plans have required all hands on deck. But honestly, you and your awful mortal partner just aren't that important. It's like he's not my part. Aren't that important? Just see between you, he's like between your current self-imposed exile and the rumors of you being a human lover, I'm fortunately bound to Blood. And you just see, so he's trying to defend himself against his demon brethren. It's like, you are at best an embarrassment to Belial, a point of shame, past reputation or not. It's like, now move along, now run along to whatever boring corner of hell that you hide in. As much as I would love to flay you where you stand, your father will decide your fate later. It's like, be thankful you are being spared. He's like, of course, Uncle. Just one question before I slink away. Take these hands. He just snapped his neck. It's like, who are you to spare me? No one spares me, and I spare no one. Look at Etrigan just going ham. Just snapped his neck. Just see, should we do anything? So he just starts killing them. Who are you to spare me? I will kill you all with bloody glee. And say, yes, stay far away. And very still. So he just murdered everybody here. It's like, I am liking these changes. It's like the energies that assaulted Death Valley have given you much strength. Tell me something that I don't know, wizard. And we just see this demon pleading for mercy, and of course Etrigan crushes his head. It's like, what is Father's endgame? The new king of hell always had a vision, mostly misguided. It's like, once he has sucked enough power from his expanding hell zone, he will enter through this dimension, through the tear, and complete the spell. All of the earth will be instantly transformed into Belial's hell, perfect hell. His power will grow immeasurably. He will be virtually unstoppable. Existence will be doomed. And of course, he's like saying, well, we can't have that. Disgusting. Because of your love of humanity, my father thinks I'm weak. A small problem that can lie. One reason among many why this idiot must die. So let us trek to the tear where hell is charging through and put an end to Belial and his stupid coup. And he's rhyming again. It's like, yes, it seems patricide brings such a joy. Great. Fun days ahead. Sinner's remorse. So this was actually pretty enjoyable. It was quite funny. Etrigan is very very funny. Very funny. He's very an underrated character. Very underrated character. I definitely recommend you keeping on this. This definitely picked up from issue 1, 2, and 3, so it's getting better. Always getting better. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics and get your opinions on them. And also question what you believe is how this is good and whether you disagree with me or not. Thank y'all for watching. I shall have more videos up tomorrow.